It's kind of a laid back place, being in a juke joint. One of your friends is live and you invite them to go live together. I don't know. I don't know how to invite somebody to go live with me. I just don't, except to like a person who's sitting on the stage with me. All right, enough of that. No more whining. Okay, we're here to play music. We're not here to whine. So this is a song called the Gravy Song. Another day has come and gone. Oh, weary child, Christmas night's been so long. I sit and wait if you ain't come home. Come on, baby, can you pick up the phone? I ain't asking for nothing special. Pick up the phone. Guess what the name of this song is? Sometimes it's crazy, sometimes it's good. Sometimes you leave me, sometimes, Lord, I wish you would. Sometimes sunshine, sometimes it rains. Sometimes I wonder if it worth all this pain, 'cause I ain't asking for nothing special. Pick up the phone. Come through that door, you better come clean. You weren't where you said you would be. You're running late, honey, just pick up that phone. I got a little every time you don't come home. I ain't asking for nothing special. Pick up the phone. Sometimes it's crazy, sometimes it's good. Sometimes you need me, sometimes, Lord, I wish you would. Sometimes sunshine, sometimes it rains. Sometimes I wonder, is it worth all this pain? I ain't asking for nothing special. Pick up the phone. Hey, I need a break now. I need a break now. We're gonna break your full head in, son. Glitz and glitter is wasted on me. You're not the man I know you can be. Your mind is crazy, Lord, you're running wild. You want my help, but baby, you're not my child. I ain't asking for nothing special. Pick up the phone. H-O-M-E-O, call home. H-O-M-E-O, call home. H-O-M-E-O, call home. I know the number's there because I programmed it in myself. I ain't asking for nothing special. Pick up the phone. Sometimes it's crazy, sometimes it's good. Sometimes you need me, sometimes, Lord, I wish you would. Sometimes sunshine, sometimes it rains. Sometimes I wonder, is it worth all this pain? And I ain't asking for nothing special. Pick up the phone. Now, the little sign on TikTok says, encourage your viewers to share your live and invite more friends. If you know how to do that, please do. On the other hand, I don't, so. That's Coca-Cola. Diet Coke. Here's my can. I prefer Coke Zero. But I like most anything that has ice in it. That's not true. But I do like ice. I'll drink water, and I'll drink Coke Zero, and I'll drink some Diet Coke. Today, I actually tried Pepsi with no sugar. That's because I went up to my favorite little place to get Coke. I'm a Southerner, okay? We call it Coke here. I went to get a Coke. And some people, they say they went to get a soda. I'm in Louisiana. We call it a Coke. So you say to somebody, would you like a Coke? And they say, yeah. And then you say to them, what kind of Coke would you like? They might not want a Coke. They might want a root beer or Sprite or, something. That's just us. And the only place I ran into any kind of quandary is when I was up in Chicago, and I'm walking down the street and just standing there talking to somebody I didn't know. That's because I'm a Southerner, and we do that kind of stuff. And I'm from Baton Rouge, so we definitely do that here in Baton Rouge. Now, in places that have a lot of tourists, they don't particularly do that, but in Baton Rouge we do. So you go over to the store, and you're talking with everybody. You're talking with the lady behind the counter, you're talking with the man standing in line next to you or behind you or whatever. We talk, okay? Because this is a community. And it's nice to recognize that you're part of a community, to feel like you belong somewhere. This is my town, I belong here, okay? So, anyway, just bring that little Southern, I don't know if I'd call it Southern hospitality necessarily, but what would you call it, Teddy?
What I would call it?
Yeah, talking to strangers and stuff like that.
I would just call it having a good time.
Having a good time. He's just having a good time. I'll go with that. Huh? Hospitality. Jolie says hospitality. Those are all good answers, okay? And so, that's kind of, I got really tired of people trying to break us all apart, break that sense of community. Because we are a community, and that means, in the case of an emergency, in the case of natural disaster, we're helping everybody. You don't pick and choose. When people need help, you go help, okay? There's something down here called the Cajun Navy. If you don't know what that is, look it up. Because the Cajun Navy got started back in, when was Katrina, 2010? I think it was 2010. And, New Orleans flooded during Katrina, that's what I'm talking about. And people went down, okay? They got in their boats, because just about most everybody down here has a boat. Even if you don't live on the river, you got a boat. Certainly if you live on the river, you definitely have a boat. So everybody got in their boats and they started heading down to New Orleans to help, okay? Because that's what you do. And Lord have mercy, they had the military out there with guns. They stopped the people going down to New Orleans to help the people. They stopped them and they said, if you keep going, we will shoot you. Shoot us? We're going down to help. We have water, we have food. We're going down to help. Nope. Turn around and go back. And this just really rubbed people the wrong way. Now, 10 years after Katrina, could have been 10 years. So anyway, but I was working at a hospital as an artist in residence, and one of the things that we were doing was putting together a storyboard. And so they wanted everybody who was a Katrina survivor to write their story on these little cards so we could put it up on the board for people to read, a history of what had happened, and written in the words of the people Yeah. And I was talking to an older woman, and she was having trouble writing, so she asked me to write it down for her. I said, okay, fine. So I was writing it down, her story in her words. And when she got finished with it, she said, that there were, everybody said the same thing. There were these 3 big booms. Boom, boom, boom. And then the water came. That ain't a natural kind of sound. So what happened? Really? Okay. So, anyway, she looked at me and she says, the only thing I want to know is how come our people didn't come help us? And I says, what? She says, the people from Louisiana. How come our people didn't come down to help us? And I looked at her and I said, they did. They did try. They were in boats coming down the intercoastal canals, down the rivers. They were on the way, and they got turned around by the military. And but they tried. So anyway, what happened after that, so when they had that flood over in Houston, the Cajun Navy, because they started getting a lot more organized. And I guess the next flood was the flood of 2016. And by that time, the Cajun Navy was pretty well coordinated. And they did not let the powers that be stop them. They didn't let them stop them because, you wait for the government to go ahead and take care of you, you're gonna die. That's just the truth of it right there. So you gotta help you. And it's kind of like I told a man who wanted to move down to Louisiana from New Jersey. I said, you want to move to Louisiana from New Jersey? And he says, yeah. I said, okay, let me tell you one thing. Don't fight with your neighbor. He looks at me like, what? And I said, don't fight with your neighbor. Because if the hurricane comes, when the hurricane comes, and it drops a tree across your driveway, and it blocks your car in so you can't get out, your neighbor might have a chainsaw. And not only is he gonna have a chainsaw, he's gonna come and cut up that tree to let your car get out. So don't fight with your neighbors. Bad idea. A little piece of wisdom from growing up here in South Louisiana, watching an awful lot of stuff, okay? Don't fight with your neighbors. I think I'm kind of real tired of watching everybody try to split us up. Do you remember I am your friend? Do you remember I am your friend? Do you remember I am your friend? Your words are vicious. Do you remember I am your friend? I used to know you liked me. Now I'm not so sure. It depends. Do you remember that I am your friend? politics or religion or the color of our skin doesn't really matter. The hatred never ends. I tried to help, but you laughed at me. So do you remember? I am your friend. It breaks me when you laugh at me or criticize my song. You never tried a thing that you liked because you might be wrong. I can't fix you when you're broken, so I need to move on. Delete your name and number. I sure wish I was wrong. So I'll walk away, I'll walk away. I'll walk away, I'll walk away, I'll walk away. I'll walk away. Do you remember when I was your friend? You know I'm a good guitarist. Thank you. Yeah, there's a lot of people who play guitar a whole lot better than me, that's a fact. But I write good songs. Let's do Church Girl. Oh, is that what I want to do? Church Girl? Yeah, let's do Church Girl. I live my life fast, and I live my life hard. Knocked on every door, and slept in every yard, and I tasted every morsel. I went back to try to feel alive. I never lied about my past. I just did what I wanted to. And the church girl said, church girl said, you better talk to the man. Church girl said, she said, yeah, sooner or later, you're gonna deal with the man, or you deal with the operator. Well, I ate up that church girl, I didn't spit her out. Argued with that church girl, I tried to shut her mouth. She looked at me, she said, you know, sooner or later, you're gonna deal with the man, or you deal with the operator. Church girl said, church girl said, church girl said, you better talk to the man. Church girl said, she said, sooner or later, you're gonna deal with the man, or you deal with the operator. Then came the day when the lights were going out. I was lighting up the candle, I was trying to save my house. I picked up the phone and I thought, sooner or later, I'm gonna get through to the man, and I only got to the operator. And the church girl said, church girl said, church girl said, you better record that song, it would have one of the yeep, 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 you know, the old sound of the phone when the line was busy.
Yeah.
And that, it doesn't do that anymore just because the mailbox is full. The mailbox is full. This person has not set up a mailbox, or the mailbox is full. I think I'd rather hear the beep, 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 because, you know, I don't think that encourages you to call back. All right, now for those of y'all who are just joining, my name is Warrior Mom. I'm a singer-songwriter out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Currently, I am playing at Teddy's Juke joint. It's Wednesday night. The date is the 23rd of July. Okay, the year's 2025. In the year 25, no, it's not that song. But anyway, I'm here at Teddy's Juke joint. That's in Zachary, Louisiana, which is about 14 miles north of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, which is where I'm from, Baton Rouge. And Baton Rouge is 78 miles north of New Orleans, if that helps at all. And we're kind of right here on the edge of the Mississippi River, so we got a couple of bridges that go across the Mississippi River, which is pretty long. And it's very long and very twisty and that sort of thing, very wide. And you would think that's a slow-moving river. Oh, no. It moves fast. And there's all these really big boats that the tugboats push the barges up the river. And sometimes you look at the river and they got these little whirlpools spinning in the river, and there might be whole tree trunks kind of going down the river and that sort of thing. So it could be very, very dangerous. It's not a river you go play in, all right? And it is 1 mile across. Think about that. It's a big river. Of course, it drains, you know, the middle half of the United States. Like I said, it's kind of big. It might start off small someplace, but it ain't small here. And there's all these little towns, you know, up and down the Mississippi River, and each little town is unique and has its own culture and its own styles of music and its own people and that sort of thing. There are an awful lot of nationalities of people down here. When you think, oh, there's only one kind of people in Louisiana. Oh, please. They used to have an international festival in Baton Rouge every year, and they had 132 countries represented in the international festival in Baton Rouge. That, to give you an idea of what a multicultural city this is in, you know, mostly everybody's, you know, they could care less. It's like, what kind of food do you cook over there? I want to try your food. You know, would you like to try our food? I want to try your food. You know, you'll figure it out. And, you know, and we have good food. We have really, really, really good food down here. Now, some places say, oh, we have better food. My brother tells me Slidell has better food than Baton Rouge, but he's going to have to prove it to me, okay? You can't just say something like that and walk away from it. You better prove it. So anyway, that's... now I write a lot of songs. I mean, so in the last, since like COVID hit, and I started going to, I took a course in learning how to write songs, and I started learning about collaboration. Now, collaboration is a whole separate art form. You'd think, oh, we're going to write songs. Oh, we're going to write songs together. That does not work well if you don't know how to collaborate, because the ego gets all up in the mess of that and ruins your song, okay? So, and when you find somebody that you love writing with, write with them again. So, anyway, collaboration, very cool stuff. Okay, I wrote this song with Lena Poluar. Lena, she used to live in Estonia, and it's kind of a little tiny country, but they were technologically very, very advanced, okay, because that's what they focused on, learning how to be technologically advanced. And I think she's moved to Malaysia. I'm going to have to reach out to her. But anyway, we wrote this song called I'm Fine, I'm Fine, I'm Fine. Now here's the thing. This is a song about preventing somebody from committing suicide. Because I think people are really, I think they're very lonely. And they've forgotten how to make community. Right? It's like when COVID came along, I mean, my life did not stop. I still went to the dog park, I still played music, and I still went to church on Sunday. My life did not stop. And I think it just ruined a lot of people's sense of community. And, you know, you're going to have to make some effort. You're going to have to put the phone down. Stop it, put the phone down. Okay? Set a timer. It hits a certain time, put the phone down, and I want you to go outside. Now, look, I'm in Louisiana, okay, so it's hot, damn hot, okay? It's only 3 temperatures. Hot, damn hot, and rain. That's it. We have, generally speaking, about 2 weeks of winter. Okay, now, I know that some of the weather patterns have changed and, you know, that sort of thing. Charlie. Yo, hey Charlie, how's it going? I know you. And anyway, go outside, because you need the sunlight on your face. You need to breathe the air. You need to hear the birds. You need to hear the insects. You need to put the phone down and walk out of the house. Okay? Is it hot out there? Yeah, it is. But you need to see grass and trees and that sort of thing. You need it. So, anyway, that's it. How to build community? Why don't you go volunteer? Most of the skills that I learned in my house, in my life, that were of value, were skills that I learned because I was volunteering. And I don't care where you volunteer. There's so much need. There's so much that needs to be done. Go and volunteer. Go through your church. There's lots of, things. Go work in a soup kitchen. Okay? Go prepare food. I don't care. But you need to remember you're not alone. You're not alone. And that's what this song is about. It's about somebody who keeps saying, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. And she's not fine. Okay? So when you get, like in your little head, you get this little call this person, pick up the phone and call them. Because you might be the only person who reaches out to them. And that's, you might be the difference between them deciding to do something that is really too permanent and not. So, anyway, this is called I'm Fine, I'm Fine, I'm Fine. And it was written by me, Warrior Mom, also known as Dixie Rose, also known as Dixie Taylor, and Lena Boudoir, who is an amazing singer and an amazing songwriter. So if you get a chance to like follow her on Facebook or anything like that, please do. It's worth your time. Anyway. She was smart, but her eyes don't shine. She was online, but she won't reply. She was always there, but she hides herself away. She says, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. It was another lie. She says, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. It was another lie. She is hurting, and I don't know what to do. I'm getting worried, and I need to speak to you. I hope you know I will always be there with you. She says I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. It was another lie. I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. Hey, Chuck Buddy, call me. I need to speak to you. I'm getting scared, and I don't know what to do. I'm worried, sick, something's happening to you out there. She says I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. It was another lie. She says I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. It was another lie. Call me. I need to speak to you. I'm getting scared and I don't know what to do. I'm worried, sick, something's happening to you out there. She says I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. It was another lie. She says I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. It was another lie. Just another lie. Just another lie. Thank you. Listen, Jay, Putty, I saw your name come across my screen, and it said, invite Jay Putty to come in as a guest. And Jay, I don't know how to do that. How to invite somebody for in as a guest, because I sure would have invited you. So I need to get in touch with you because I need help. I need baby steps to teach me how to do these things. Okay, and anybody else who knows how to do it, please hit me up. Warrior Mom on TikTok. I need help. I need help. I'm not saying I'm fine, because there's so much I don't know how to do. I just started doing TikTok Live a couple of weeks ago, right? And except for the fact that, you know, I know how to play live, that I know how to do, and I know how to talk. I can definitely run my mouth. And if that's all it takes, play some music, run your mouth, tell a couple of stories, I can do that. So, and see, like, Adunwa, how are you? I see it. I don't know how to reply. And there's another one here, right? What? I don't know how to do it. So I am going to learn, and the next time I play live, which
Might be no. I was going to think it was going to be Saturday night, but not this week. It'll be a week away from then. And then when I'm at La Divina, I am not doing a TikTok live. So it'll be next week on Wednesday from 7 to 9 Central Standard Time. I will be playing here at Teddy's Juke Joint, just like I have every Wednesday night for like the last 22 or 23 years. Okay? This has been a long-standing gig because they let me. And so they let me and I do it. And you know, it's sometimes when the world is changing so very fast, it's a really nice thing to have something that some consistency. Okay. Gotta have, you know, I train dogs. I have a lot of dogs. You know what I know about dogs? Number one, they want to have a job, and number two, they like consistency. They like to know what's going on. And I'm like that too. I like having a job. I do. And if I don't have a job, I'll make a job. Not very different from my dogs, actually. I had the dog who taught me about that was this beautiful little shepherd lab, and I didn't know that she needed a job so bad, but she did. So she made up her own job, and her own job was to guard that little piece of fence, that one. And I would look at her and I would be going, what are you doing? She'd be sitting there in the pouring rain because that was her job, to guard that little piece of fence. Really? Okay. So now I give my dogs jobs. I teach them jobs, and they are very happy when they do their job. It makes them very happy. It's not that hard, really. You like somebody to cook for you? And when they cook for you, you tell them, thank you. I have never had anything that tasted this good. This lets me know that you love me. But say it like you mean it, and you better mean it too, okay? So, you know, otherwise, they're not going to get fed. They're not going to cook for you anymore. They're going to cook for you. Justina Chandler, hey girl, I don't know how to invite you in as a guest, so I will learn how. I will do better, I promise. But I don't mean to offend you. I'm just kind of stupid. You know. Y'all know so much more about these computers than me. I'm learning, and I tell you what, I'm doing some things that are real hard for me, but change is not an easy thing, so here I go. I'm going to give it a chance, and I'm kind of having fun. It wasn't fun for a long time. Alright, we are getting right to the end here. So, I am going to finish out tonight with a song you're going to recognize, okay? This is my blues version, Dixie Rose, or your mom, Dixie Rose, Dixie Taylor, singer-songwriter, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. That's me, okay? And Harbor Valley PTA is the song, but I did a blues version of it. So I actually tracked down Tom T. Hall, and I spoke to him, and I spoke to his, publisher, and I said, look, I got a blues version of this song. Is it okay if I perform this song? And Tom T. Hall says, do as you will. Well, thank you very much. I will. I want to tell you all a story about a Harbor Valley, good on
Well, it happened that the PTA was gonna meet that very afternoon. They were sure surprised when Mrs. Johnson wore her mini skirt into the room. And as she walked up to the blackboard, I can still recall the words she had to say. She said, I'd like to address this meeting. I'd like to address this meeting. I'd like to address this meeting of the Harbor Valley PTA. Well, there's Bobby Taylor sitting there. 7 times he's asked me for a day. And Mrs. Taylor sure seems to use a lot of ice whenever he's away. And Mr. Baker, can you tell us why your secretary had to leave this town to get breakfast? And good widow John's Street told. Good widow John's Street told. When widow John's told that Jesus raised the king of all from Canada. Well, Mr. Harper couldn't read it. He stayed too long at Teddy's bar again. I have Teddy's right now. Go on, now Shirley Thompson's breath. You'll find she had a little in every gym. And then you have the nerve to tell me you think as a mother I'm not fit. Well, this is just a little hating place. This is just a little hating place. This is just a little hating place. You're all Harbor Valley hypocrites. Just a little hating place. This is just a little hating place. This is just a little hating place. You're all Harbor Valley hypocrites. I wouldn't put you on. It really did happen just that way. The day my mama sucked it too. The day my mama sucked it too. The day my mama sucked it too. Harbor Valley PTA. The day my mama sucked it too. The day my mama sucked it too. The day my mama sucked it too. Harbor Valley PTA. Oh, Ma.
Good job, good
Ah,
job.
thank you. Okay, and it's 9 o'clock. I play from 7 to 9. I will play next Wednesday from 7 to 9 because I'm here at Teddy's Juke Joint. And we'll do another TikTok live here. Might as well, right? And if you want to link up with me, I'm Warrior Mom on TikTok. Okay? So, send me a message, send me a friend request, follow me, like and follow me, because this is me, this is what I do. So, love to see your names, show back up, so reach out to me, okay, because I don't have a piece of paper and a pencil right here to write down your names, okay. Alright, that's it. Goodbye. Bye, TikTok Live. Goodbye, YouTube. Because I'll be posting the same video, God willing, and the creek don't rise. I'm going to be posting it to my YouTube channel, which is Dixie Taylor or
Loving Heart 225, all one word. Okay, no spaces, no caps. Loving Heart 225 on YouTube. Facebook, Dixie Taylor. TikTok, Warrior Mom. Rah. Okay, so anyway, I'll see you guys later. Okay, TikTok live going off. Eek. End this live. Yes, end it now. Okay, bye, you two people.